In the next few lectures, we're going to take the sine and cosine function and we're going to shift them around the axis. We might stretch it, we might flip it, we might horizontally shift it, vertically shift it, etc. So the first one we'd like to do is the vertical translation of a sine and cosine function. All right, well, let's remember, if we have y equals f of x, then the function y equals f of x plus c will shift the graph up c units. Okay? Certainly, if it's f of x minus c, it'll shift down c units. So let's go ahead and do a little recall here. Let's sketch the graphs of y equals x cubed plus 1 and y equals x cubed minus 2. Okay? Well, in order to do this, we first have to know what the function x cubed looks like. So let's remember what x cubed looks like. That was one of the library of functions that we had to remember. So there's y equals x cubed. Now what we want to do, we want to sketch x cubed plus 1 and x cubed minus 2. Well, this is just going to be a vertical translation up 1 unit, and this one will be a vertical translation down 2 units. So no problem. As long as we know what this one looks like, if we want to sketch x cubed plus 1, we'll just shift x cubed up 1 unit. And there it is. If we want to sketch x cubed minus 2, we'll take x cubed and we'll shift it down 2 units. Y equals x cubed minus 2. All right, so there's really nothing to vertical translations. Same will hold for a sine and cosine function. Let's say we want to sketch the graph of sine x minus 2. Well, we first have to know what the sine function looks like. By now, you should pretty much know exactly what this function looks like. Remember, it's got a maximum here at pi halves. There's pi, 3 pi halves, 2 pi, etc. So there's y equals sine x. Now, if we want to graph sine x minus 2, we just take this function and we'll shift it down 2 units. Okay? So let's try that. So I'm going to take every point over here and I'm going to shift it down 2 units. So this point here will shift down 2. This point here will shift down 2, etc. This point here will shift down 2. Let's see, this point will shift down 2. This point will shift down 2, etc. And there is y equal sine x minus 2. So we took sine x and we just vertically shifted it down 2 units. Of course, we could do the same thing with cosine. Sketch cosine x plus 1. Again, let's practice sketching the cosine function first. It's good practice. Let's see, the cosine of 0 is 1. And we'll graph it. There's y equals cosine x. And of course, cosine x plus 1 is going to be a vertical translation of that function up 1 unit. So I'll take my corresponding y values here, and I'll shift them all up 1 unit. And we get that new function. Notice cosine x is the first one, cosine x plus 1, vertical shift up 1 unit. So there's the first translation. Just remember, if we tack on a constant at the end of the function, we're simply going to move it up or down.